Okay, so while editing this video, I noticed a few things. For one, I am breathing extremely close up to the mic, and right now my nose is pretty stuffed up. I don't know if anyone can tell, so I am currently breathing a lot through my mouth. There is a couple times where you will hear me intake for a breath, as I can't do it from my nose, so I am very sorry that it's loud and picked up by the mic. And also that I've noticed I said some things where it might come off that my word is all. It's not, just because I feel a certain way about some things. Of course, people take things differently. I guess what I mean is, if it doesn't get to me and I'm just like them, it shouldn't really affect them to where they're like, yeah, I don't back any of her work and I don't want to support her at all. As smart people, we should be able to separate her fictional work from her real life and not let that interfere with what we enjoy that's fictional and doesn't portray her in any way. Who gives a fuck what she thinks? Enjoy it for what it is. Harry Potter has nothing to do with that. So hopefully, with all the problems that this video may have, it doesn't take away from the point I'm trying to make, and my point comes across as strong as my argument feels in my head. It might not, but I hope that either way, you guys can enjoy the video for what it is and support my channel, and I will see you guys in just a minute. So before we start this video, which is somewhat of a rant, I should probably mention some things first and get them out of the way. For one, I don't have the rose-tinted glasses that everyone views the series in. For two, I could give a fuck less about what stance J.K. Rowling or Rowling takes in her private life. I really don't give a fuck. And people might say that's insensitive. You don't know what it's like, so why would you care? By myself, I was really young when these movies came out. In fact, I think I was like one, maybe, or I was just born. So yeah, that's about it really, but I thought I'd get those out of the way before, the haters and the keyboard kids come in and, try to say that what I know and what I don't know, and that I can't speak on certain topics, because if it doesn't affect me, it really shouldn't affect anyone else. Not to the point that I see a lot of people complaining on the internet, that does anyway. So, first, I want to talk about how this game is just, it looks awesome, don't get me wrong. It looks like it's going to be a fucking awesome game. Everything about it, looks great. Being able to be sorted into your house, whether you get the one that you want, it's another story, but the exploration, the combat, the graphics, everything looks top tier on this game. But something that I can't ignore, which, I guess maybe could come in the future, but I doubt it, because from what I've seen from the developers and community and stuff, is that it is going to be a single player game, and with no multiplayer, and I think that is just the dumbest fucking mistake that someone can make. Who the hell sat down and said to themselves, alright guys, we're going to be making the first Harry Potter entry into the gaming world in probably about, 20 years or so. What do you think people want to see? What do the fans of this franchise want to see the most? And it's like some motherfucker probably said, yeah, let's do all this cool stuff. Let's make it so people can play online with friends. And then some stupid motherfucker said, oh hell no, they don't want that. Why would anyone want to visit their favorite wizarding school growing up? Why would anyone want to do that with their friends? Why would anyone want to take part in wizardry classes? Maybe going to Ollivander's shop and picking their wand in front of their friends, and fucking around with your friends and be like, yo, my wand's cooler, da 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 da. No, of course people wouldn't want to do that. People wouldn't want to explore Hogwarts with their friends. People wouldn't want to attend classes. People wouldn't want to go on, play Quidditch against their friends on other teams, or, represent their house with their boys and stuff. No, people wouldn't want to fucking do that. I think it's such a big, a miss. How the fuck could you not think that people want to do this shit, And I don't want to hear, oh, well, the game was in development, years and years ago, and it's but especially with COVID now, and it's been going for 2 or 3 years, how the fuck could you not see this coming and change, and do something about it. Be like, more than ever, people want to play together now. And, shit's getting a little bit better, I guess, on and off. But it's like, even before COVID, motherfuckers want to play together. Why would you make a solo player experience? At least if you did want to be mostly solo player, and it wasn't like, I'm not asking for like no 60 plus lobbies GTA style, where it's all real player, no Fallout 76 situation or shit. But it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you make it so one or two of your friends can drop in and out with you in your world, and you guys can walk the halls together, be assholes and cause mischief, or be the good people and stop the motherfuckers that are like fucking around with shit in Hogwarts. I mean, I think it's just such a big missed opportunity, I mean, when I think about this game and I think of Hogwarts, I think about hanging out with my friends and then talking about and geeking over all this shit. I mean, it's crazy. And, I looked on YouTube and I saw that there wasn't too many videos, feeling the way I felt. If there is, go ahead and correct me. But, like every other YouTube video starts with like 5 minutes of fucking filler that's not even relevant to the video and shit. So I thought I'd make this. I'm by far the furthest thing from a fucking pro when it comes to this YouTube shit. But you gotta start somewhere, so I figure why not just put my feelings out there and fucking rant like everyone else does. So, you let me know. What the fuck do you want to see come to this game that they haven't announced? And, I guess this shit could come later. But, it's like, if that's the case, bad marketing. Because a lot of people might miss out on this game. Like, oh, well, since I can't play it with my friends, the fuck do I want to sit there alone and play? Some people, don't play single player games, sadly. It's not, like I said, it's not that I won't play this shit. I'll play the fuck out of it. But it would be so much better to, to duel your friends with wands like we see here. Imagine doing that with your buddies and talking shit after you whip someone's ass. And, I mean, maybe you decide to use only paralyzing magic, while your buddy who's in Slytherin, he's going to go for the kill shot. I think it would just be awesome being able to get an invisibility cloak like in the movies and sneak around. And, I mean, the possibilities would have been endless. I mean, role-playing, too. I mean, imagine role-playing in this game with your friends. And, I mean, look at the combat. The combat is A1. Definitely top tier. Shit looks fun as hell. I mean, it looks brutal. It looks like it packs a punch like you'd expect it to. The ragdoll physics, the movement, everything when you hit them with a spell, it's insane, I think maybe the only thing we haven't seen is like Patronuses and stuff like that. I could be wrong. Maybe it is in the video, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you're expecting or what you did expect and that they didn't capitalize on. And, as fans, if we really want something, let's let it be fucking known. Don't bite your tongue. Tell them on Twitter. You ain't got to be an asshole, but let them know how big of a fuck up this is and not making it so you can play with your friends. I mean, shit, even adding one person to a co-op session at least, one friend. I mean, I think bare minimum it should be, 3 friends, maybe up to 5 or 8. That would be fucking sick, but I don't know, maybe I'm the majority, as I haven't seen too many people on YouTube talk about it. I went on a Twitter rant not too long ago about this, and I thought, well, fuck, let me go ahead and just make a video on it. This is one of my first videos like this on my channel. If you like it or you want to see other stuff, I got a manga channel. You can hit me up in the comments where I unbox manga, talk about manga, stuff like that. I'll give you the link for that if you want to check that type of stuff out. This is like my main channel where I just post gameplay, shorts, memes, really anything goes on this channel. So, don't be afraid to give me some suggestions, maybe stuff you guys want to hear my thoughts on in the future. With all that being said, that's the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!